been a long time since I've posted anything. Just been crazy busy. And I don't know, just not feeling like it. And frankly, it's my channel, so I can do whatever I want. But anyhow, it is Sunday morning, and we are heading to Ottawa. I booked off vacation. I booked a week at a campground in Ottawa. For those that may not know, Ottawa is the capital of Canada. Canada Day is like the American July 4th, but ours is on July 1st, which is on Wednesday, and it's going to be a big, huge celebration with artists and everything. So I am looking forward to it. I've never been to Ottawa on Canada Day, you know, just local stuff, but yeah, I'm looking forward to see what it's going to be like. The weather's going to be perfect. The weather here has been perfect. We packed up everything, cleaned out, had a big list of things I had to do yesterday. Came up to Gravenhurst Friday, got in Friday afternoon. I don't know what I did Friday, probably not very much, but yesterday was the big list. I had to go through all of my stuff that I had brought back from my storage unit, which I cleaned out on last week while I was down in the city. Cleaned it out, got the shelving unit. Oh, that's what I did. Brought the shelving unit downstairs into the basement. But took the shelving unit out of the garage, out of the storage unit. Took out whatever miscellaneous stuff I had in there, and there wasn't a lot. It was, seriously, it was miscellaneous things that I might use later when I have my official build, or I might not if I don't end up ever getting into a van. I think I will. I'm kind of leaning towards it. But cleaned out the van. And then, of course, went through all of my stuff, threw out stuff that I knew I wouldn't need, kept the things that I thought I might need while I was on the road. You know, things like fasteners and things, you know, zip ties and bungee cords and things like that. Tape, my little solo stove, and fuel for the Mr. Buddy heater in case I need it, you know, things like that, emergency things as well, you know, in case I get stuck on the side of the road, candles, things like that. So basically emergency stuff. Because I have a minivan at the moment, it's got the third row seat that goes into the ground, into the floor, and I took those out to put in my bed. So I put bins down in there, and it's actually very nice and clean. I might throw in a clip there at the end so you can see it. But put it in there, put the bed in there, which I had down in the storage, but it really belongs in the van. It's I used it when I was camping, and I use it when I don't have George. Very comfortable. It's great. But anyhow, so that's all. The van is done. We're just getting ready to pack up here. We have to go to Home Hardware this morning and get wood pellets because I use that in the solo stove. It's just one of the little baby solo stoves. It's like that big. It's very cute. But I like it. It's easy. And it's fun. I like the solo stove. But I have that, and I also have like a little charcoal briquette thing that goes that I got from my sister, which I can also use. But I can also use it just like as a fire pit. Doesn't have to use it as a charcoal thing. I can put a solo stove in it, keep it from, you know, whatever. We'll figure that out. But yeah, so going through stuff, watching videos online and stuff like that. I watch a lot of Lulu, and I'm not going to talk about that. We'll talk about that later. But no, the place is getting all packed up. Last night, of course, late last night, I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to secure everything that's in my unit. And I'm telling you, if you are going to set up your unit, you want to do it like this. This is amazing. It's working out great. This here is from IKEA. Let me see if I can zoom out a bit. There we go. This is from IKEA. And what I did was, of course, I cut it in half because it's 6 feet and I only need 30 inches. So I cut it in half and I put it in the shelves. But what's nice is these side pieces have all these holes in it, which is what you use to secure the shelving, which I love because it's got, you know, it's the slat. So you don't have to worry about cleaning it. You just got to sweep the floor every once in a while. But what I did last night was I made these bungees that go across. Now I have this unit, and I mentioned it before, in my van. I'd done a shelving unit in there using this, and I did the same thing where I put the bungee cords across. But these ones, what I did, and I realized when I opened it up, and I didn't do this in the van, was that it's got the little hooks. So the nice thing is, I can just take it off when I'm stationary. I can get my stuff out easily. I don't have to go around it. Whereas in the van, I tied them off permanently. Hang on a minute. There. But it goes right through the hole, and now I have bungee. So even if you're not using this one, if you're using something else, put little holes and make your own bungees. I just ordered these bungees online, and they come with the end pieces and this long, huge cable in packages. And yeah, it's great. So did a couple of those. Now I do have the little pieces of wood that can go along the edge at the top, because the top, really, the holes don't quite line up. I'd have to make my own holes, which I could do. But for now, I'm going to see if it works with just the little boards. These little boards here that I cut, that will fit in between the slats. So we're going to see if that holds. That, of course, is my coffee bag. I put my coffee machine in it when I'm done making my coffees in the morning. Computer bag, freezer, cooler down there. That's plugged in right now to electric, but because I'm charging up my battery bank, which is way down there in the corner, so charging it up so it's done. But yeah, I'm like very, very happy with the way this turned out. I mean, I'm like, it's great. So today will be the big, oh, and I told you about my flip-up table here, and it's got the pole that goes and holds it up, and I was a little bit worried that the pole might slip because there's nothing on the floor. I don't want anything on the floor that I could stub my toe on or trip over. I want the floor to stay clean. And then I figured it out. I've been doing this with spare tire because the little tiny step is horrible. That's my spare tire, which is not attached to George, because I took the rack off and never put it back on, and then that's just a board. But the nice thing about the spare tire is it's got a big old hole in the middle. And normally what I would do when I was traveling before was I would just put it in George and I would just shove it anywhere. Sometimes I would use it to, you know, because it's very heavy and it won't move around too much, I would put it to wedge things in. Like I might have put it in front of the bin, you know, or in front of the freezer, because I was worried it would move and stuff like that. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it underneath my flip-up table so that when the pole goes down, it goes into the hole in the middle. And that way it won't move. I don't have to worry. It'll be attached to the top, attached to the bottom, but temporarily. So yeah, I think it's going to be great. I don't think anything's going to move. I think I'm going to open this thing up and it's going to be like, woohoo! We never moved at all. But yeah, so today is the final. I got to take this down. This is like pockets. It's got things in it like my reading glasses when I read at night. I have a little light in here. I hang, of course, other lights. My hats are on here. But this will all come down. I put my keys up there. I put Avery's leash up there. So when I come in, everything just kind of gets hung up here. It's great. But I'll take that down for the move. But yeah, I'm very excited. So we check in Ottawa at 1 o'clock. It's 9 o'clock now. I do need to go to, like I said, Home Hardware. It opens at 9. So, not in a big rush. I wanted to leave by like 10 because it's a 4-hour drive. That way I'll get there at 2. Check-in's at 1. So, yeah, it's going to be a great day. Sunny out. I slept so good last night. I didn't even have to turn on the heater. I was prepared for it in case it got cold. But it's crazy. It gets so hot during the day, and then at night it gets cold, and you got to turn on the heater. It's crazy. But I didn't have to plug it in last night. I slept like a baby, despite the dog. But yeah, so that's the update, and I'll let you know when we check into Ottawa. Maybe I'll set up the camera and show you how I set up George. That would be kind of fun. I haven't done that yet.
here at our campsite. It's a tiny little campsite, but backed it in no problem. There's George all unhooked. The car, it's very small. We're right there at the edge. And then we have a picnic table and a little fire pit here, but I won't use it. And then yeah, that's pretty much it. So we're gonna open up George and see how bad it got. I did check it a couple times on the road because I needed to get candy and wanted to check and see if the fridge was still plugged in. It was not, the freezer. So we're all unhooked. Sorry, this is kind of weird to look at this way, but this is how you open it up. You gotta unlatch these on the side, then you just lift it up. Hang on, ooh, I need 2 hands. There, and then you just put up the 2 sides. All right, let's see how bad it is in here. Okay. Of course, I noticed before the bed came out, so I'm gonna have to secure the bed for sure. It did not make it. I can't close this one, and usually that means you're not level, but I checked level. Maybe I unleveled it when, oh, I left the window open. I didn't realize that. Let's put this up. There, that one went up. No problem. The bed. One good thing, this held up, which is good. Very happy with that.